Timberwolves here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Plumlee. Edwards against George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now the Clippers with it. Let's go with a three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. About a minute played here so far in the first. Pass to McDaniels, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
George's shot is off.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
McDaniels, that's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside Covington. George outside. There's the three. Sinks it from distance. George has got 5 points.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Here's Westbrook after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Covington finds Westbrook. No good with a layup for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to Conley. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Plumlee, a screen on Edwards. George for three, and the Clippers hit again from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Gobert. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Plumlee passes to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Westbrook against Conley. George with it. From the arc. And the three-pointer goes. 11 points in the game.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Here's Towns. Now Edwards. Towns, a screen on Leonard. Oh, Covington with a block.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Plumlee passes to Leonard. Back to Plumlee. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And the Clippers with the ball. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And that one's good. Covington.
Man, I like the touch on the mid-range shot by Robert Covington. I mean, he's really good at measuring these shots. And they're a lot harder than they look, folks, that mid-range jump shot.
Now here's Towns. Not going to go that time. Good D by Covington. The Clippers in the lead. Westbrook right side. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. To the wing on the left. George outside. Oh, good D by Edwards. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Towns plays the four with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the one. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's George. He's got 11. Leonard outside. Another shot. The shot off that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Leonard can't get it to go. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Pass to George from downtown. Nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 14.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Leonard finds Covington. Takes a three. Minnesota with a rebound. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. On Robert Covington.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Norm Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Highland in for Westbrook. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's McDaniels. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
Stolen by Anderson. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries. Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Anderson. Prince down low. Powell covers. Deflected. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Mann. Buries it from three. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Noel. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Noel's gotten his first points in this one.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Pass to man. Here's Highland. Three-pointer. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
On the wing, Noel. Out to the wing. Plumlee against Reed. Takes the three. Rebounded by Highland. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. So for the Clippers, Zubats. He's checked in for Plumlee. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Powell. And it's George in for Mann. Outside Conley. Out to the right wing. Shakes him. Here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert no good. Now here's Zubats. Here's Highland. No good on the buzzer beater. Allie, as always, thank you.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 24. The Clippers, 29.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Norman Powell out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Highland in at point guard. Los Angeles has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Morris on the wing. Three-pointer. He can't hit that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Fires for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Anderson's checked in for Towns.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Pass to Mann. Morris outside. From outside the arc. And again, no good by the Clippers.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
The Timberwolves trail. This for the tie. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris with it. He's picked up by Edwards. To the paint. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Down low. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Here's Highland. He's got 7. Pass to Powell. Out to the right wing. Puts up a 3. It's Powell on the wing. The kick out to Morris. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Morris has got 5 points.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Covington's checked in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Powell. Paul George, he's checked in for Mann. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Highland. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Rivers is subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's Westbrook. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. He shoots it. Another miss by Minnesota.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome. You know, a smart, savvy, man, what a punch that was.
Bad intentions.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Here's Reed, following the score by the Clippers. 1:24 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. George passes to Plumlee. Oh, and Reed with a block. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac's checked in. George passes to Covington. And that one's good.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Pass to Reed. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Reed's got 6 in the quarter.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Westbrook right side. Now here's Covington. Stolen by Anderson. On the wing, Noel goes up on the wing. It's good. And now just a 3-point Clipper lead. There's 39 seconds left in the third. It's George with the drive. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling the ball and his body as he's dribbling.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Well, the Clippers shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. George passes to Zubac. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Inside, here's Reed. And no good. Good D by Covington. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Leonard outside. That'll count. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told them he likes what he's seeing inside. saying, quote, stay on the attack. Getting to the rim is working for us right now. Attack until they stop us. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Leonard for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kicks it to George. Back to Leonard. 4-3. It's kept alive. George left side. And the jam by George.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas.
Here's Conley. Here's Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Great D that time from Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Leonard. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
George drives in. And George with the jam.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied.
And finishes with force. Boy, you gotta love that.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. Leonard passes to Covington. Driving inside. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
And the Clippers call time here. Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers.
Clippers substitution. Mason.
The Clippers in the lead. Westbrook outside. Pass to Plumlee. Kicks it to George. And stolen by Edwards. We've got 1:55 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
With the perimeter D struggling to stay connected to him, they're getting bombarded.
.151 left in the 4th quarter. Conley passes to Towns to take the lead. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Cat is who this team trusts in important stretches of the game. Now's his time to shine.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
George against Edwards. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here's the 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Edwards has got 9 points now in the 2nd half. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And defensively, they're speeding them up, forcing mistakes, and continuing to come up with steals.
Pass to Towns. Nicked by Gobert. Launches it. That shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Can they get it? Money!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Edwards against Leonard. And Edwards slams it in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Now Conley. Pass to Towns. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Conley pulls down the board. And the Clippers have possession, trailing by 4. And here's Leonard. Covington, a screen on Edwards. Leonard for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. Conley with the ball. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. This one was...
I smack clowns with mad style.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at center. Morant scanning the floor. And Morant throws it down.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. Inside, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Edwards, that's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Morant outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
You know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. Conley finds Gobert. Back to Conley. Plays it up and banks it in. Conley's got 5 points so far.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. That changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
And he can't get the first ring. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. And it's Morant missing.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
To the inside. Adams. Headshot off. And Minnesota will come the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Reed misses.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Morant's against Conley. There's Jackson with the three. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Minnesota calls timeout. Minnesota leading by 5. Outside Conley. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
Morant passes to Adams. Here's Jackson. Out to Morant. Rebound Minnesota. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Conley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Conley's got 10 points in the game.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Here's Conley. Towns for 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Kick out to Adams. And a wide open look for Payne. Sinks the triple.
Now, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Edwards looking it over. 2 on the clock. And Edwards with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick.
And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for Minnesota. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Nas Reed out there with Towns, and it's Conley in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Morant kicks to Jackson. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
How about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Morant passes to Payne. Just 5 to shoot. Adams sets the pick for Payne. To the middle. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Adams.
Steven Adams is a great option in these pick and rolls. We know he's a high percentage finisher, guys.
Gobert finds Conley. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside, Edwards. With the drive. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
For Memphis, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Noel in for Mike Conley.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Edwards dishes to Towns. Back to Edwards. Great D that time from Bain. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
Morant against Towns. Stolen by McDaniels. And here comes the break. Here's Reed. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
There's a minute 40 left in the first half of the game. Here's Morant. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Edwards can't hit. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Trailing by 2. Morant kicks to Jackson. Bain looking around. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Morant outside. Jackson passes to Brooks. Just 4 to shoot. Jackson dishes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Jackson in the corner. Fires for 3. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
To end the run, Edwards drives in.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Morant outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Here's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Brooks, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's a 7-point Memphis lead. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 29. The Grizzlies, 36.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Prince wide open. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game. And the Grizzlies leading by 7.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Timberwolves shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. So he gets them both. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Kennard. There's the pass to Clark. And stolen by Prince. Anderson right side. He feeds it to Gobert. Grizzlies with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Tillman. Here's Clark. Pass to Tillman. On the wing, Jones. Banked in off the glass. Jones has got his first basket.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Got a piece of it. Here's Gobert, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert has shot well over 60% for his career. If he's that close, he will put it in the basket.
Jones, the pass to Tillman. Kennard for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kennard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Rivers against Jones. Rivers dishes to Prince. That's tipped. Clark outside. Now here's Jones. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Prince, that's for 2. To the paint. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it so close.
Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Shot clock at 6. Rivers passes to Gobert. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
Clark, a screen on Rivers. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Rivers against Jones. Down low. Driving inside, and it's blocked. Minnesota shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And you watch Taurean Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Timberwolves made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Mike Conley in for Austin Rivers.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Towns with the steal. Right side, Conley. Into the lane. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And finished off by Morant.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Morant outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. Takes it off the glass. Jackson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. Edwards drawing the double team. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead has got back down to 7 after the points coming from Towns.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
Morant dishes to Adams. Morant outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Gobert with the block.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says, no, sir.
Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Edwards passes to Gobert. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Conley with the 3. McDaniels finds Edwards. Here's Gobert. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And it's 9 points for Rudy Gobert. Morant with it. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well. Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns, well made for pressure situations.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Jackson kicks to Morant. Minnesota with the rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And Morant gets it to go.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Conley's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
They trust Mike Conley, and yet again, this guy delivers.
Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Morant. No good on the three. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Morant outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. He dishes it to Adams. Yes!
And that one sent the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Out to Conley. Here's the three. Towns. Money!
Karl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Conley against Morant. The kick out to Towns. That will count. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Now Conley. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point.
There's a level of intention and leadership right now. Mike Conley understanding my team needs me to score.
Screen by Adams. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Michael Conley picks one up.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Hangs in the air. And Morant finishes inside. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Morant against Towns. Over to the left wing. Shoots over Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant outside. And there's a foul called on Naz Reid. And that'll be his third foul so far. And here's Morant. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now a 3-point Memphis lead.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
Gobert's checked in for Naz Reid. Here's Conley, and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key be.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Morant outside. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Drives to the hoop. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the left wing. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. The pass to Gobert. It counts. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Morant drives in. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Towns. Towns with the steal. To the middle.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow. A play that might come to define this game.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
Morant outside. Just 5 on the clock. Brooks with it. Picked up by Edwards. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Well, here's a guy with a great deal of experience in these situations. Mike Conley's team very confident with his chance to deliver at the foul line. Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Here's Bane. Shoots the 3. No good from 3-point territory. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. And all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style. Mad style. Mad style. Mad style.
to the arena earlier.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the 1. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Leonard against Brooks. And here's Covington out left to the wing. George right side. This one for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. George against Bane. Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Now Brooks. 6 to shoot. To the left side wing. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now here's Covington. Westbrook gets the bucket.
And Russell shot that one with confidence, something he does not lack. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Putting some extra juice on that tomahawk, fellas. No one is going to stop that.
Man, when he's coming in with that level of force, that's just too much right there. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from a shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Covington. That shot off. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Morant with it. Picked up by Plumlee. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Fires the 3. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against Westbrook. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming. It goes on Russell Westbrook. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Plumlee. Leonard outside. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Covington. Oh, Morant with the block. Morant against Leonard. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. There's a minute 12 left in the first.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Morant against Plumlee. Out to Covington. There's the triple. The rebound by Jackson. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Morant, the pass to Adams. Jackson outside. Adams with a screen on Plumlee. Jackson for three. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Plumlee. Here's Covington. Leonard outside. Covington, a screen on Brooks. Leonard for three. Adams grabs the miss. And here's Memphis. They're on a 13-5 run. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Morant against Westbrook, and the basket is good. Morant's got 8 points.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with the detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That one doesn't drop. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Westbrook outside. And Morant over to help. Kicks it to George. The three is up. Sinks the tray. 5 points in the game.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington. Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now here's George. He's got 5. And there's a 3-second violation. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. They double team George. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. And here's Covington. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Fires the 3. Adams grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Brooks, the pass to Payne. Morant against Leonard. Back to Payne. For 3. And they'll get another chance. Brooks finds Payne. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in. And it's an 11-point Memphis lead.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Zubac, he's checked in for Plumlee. Morris comes in for Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Highland in for Westbrook. Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
NBA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Outside Morant. That shot off the mark. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George outside. Here's Highland, hounded by Morant. To the inside. Here's Zubac. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
That's how you set a screen. You got to be quick to the spot, separate from your defender, set your feet, and then hold your position. He nails all three aspects there.
Now here's Brooks. Jackson left side. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And the basket by Highland.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Kicks it to George. The three. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as many as 11. Now here's Morant. Guarded closely. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Zubac with a screen on Bain. George for 3. Connects from downtown. George has got 10.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
The drive by Jackson. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's the Clippers on the break. Launches a 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Brooks a screen on Morris. And that one drops for him. He has 7.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Highland. Jackson with it. He's got 7. Here's Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Here's Highland. To the middle. It's tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. He got it off in time. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Memphis.
29.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Highland in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Highland, hounded by Morant. Zubac passes to Morris. Here's Highland. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you. I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Morris, a screen on Morant. Morris outside. Beyond the arc. No good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Morant finds Jackson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, good whistle there.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting from Memphis, Jaren Jackson.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Here's Highland. Clock at 6. Morris, a screen on Moran. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Powell. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Now here's Moran. Here's Adams. Good, and the setup by Moran. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, tough to stick with Steven Adams on that play. Great at diving into the open space after the massive screen.
The kick out to Morris. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple. Morris has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Jackson, the screen. Here's Moran. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And so he hits both. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. On the wing man, guarded by Bane. Lets the 3 fly. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. Morant with the slam!
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Morris on the wing. Pass to man. The 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's Jackson. And the layup is good off the glass. Jackson's got 13.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Westbrook against Moran. Out to Leonard. George outside. Outside Covington. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Leonard against Moran. Pass to Bane. 6 on the shot clock. Adams with a screen on Leonard. And stolen by Covington. Inside. And the jam by Covington.
Just reading his opponent like a book. That time Covington with great instincts defensively.
Moran against Leonard. And here's Moran. 22 points for him. Pass to Jackson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. On Robert Covington.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Leonard passes to Westbrook. Here he goes. Out to Covington. It's George on the wing. And he lobs it up. And so it's Memphis up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for Memphis, Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
George against Bane. George passes to Plumlee. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Now here's Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
George against Bane. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Tipped. Outside Morant. From deep. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Leonard outside. The 3-ball. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Adams with a screen on George. The 3 from Bane. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will come the other way. Kicks it to George. From behind the arc. Drains the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now here's Morant. That one no good. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Kicks it to George. Covington passes to George. Back to Covington. Pass to George. 4 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, clearly a mistake by the defender. Plumlee's a big guy that you have to wrap up, but if you don't, he can get and ones.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Morant against Leonard. Fires from deep. Hits a 3-pointer. Morant's got 11 in the second half.
Morant doesn't need the 3-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
And there's the drive. Up and in on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Covington, a screen on Brooks. 5 to shoot. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Bane. George for 3. Clippers keep it alive. Plumlee finds George. From downtown. Out to Covington. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3.
Well, if you look up 3 and D in the dictionary, you might see a photo of Robert Covington. He's bringing that spacing to his offense.
Jackson, the pass to Adams. Now Jackson, outside Morant. Back to Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Grizzlies.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Now here's George. To the middle. Out to Leonard. 4-3. The Grizzlies pull it in. They led by as many as 18. And there's the call on Mason Plumlee. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
16 seconds left in the final quarter.
Who's got Jaw?
Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Boy, a nice win on the road.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Greg, both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. George with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Stolen by McDaniels. Edwards looking it over to the inside. Here's Gobert. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
George with no one around, and it's off from three-point range. Now let's find out what head coach Chris Finch had to say to David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, look, he thinks their long-range shooting can make all the difference, not taking anything away from the defense they're going up against. But he did say he'd be surprised if his guys didn't shoot a high percentage from outside. Pretty confident coach, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Puts up a three. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Now here's Leonard. They need this. Back to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Kicks it out to Covington. Covington, a screen on Edwards. Leonard with no one around. Offline with his three. Pass to Conley. It's tipped. Westbrook with the steal. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
The speed of Russ. His transition from defense to offense is beep, beep.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Not going to go that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
And finished off by Gobert.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Now here's Westbrook, and here's George for three. The offensive rebound. Misses the layup. Timberwolves leading by 5. For three, Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Westbrook passes to Covington. Towns against Plumlee. Now here's Westbrook. D right on him. 5 to shoot. Covington wide open. He fires. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Conley the pass to Edwards. Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota.
Timeout. Start it.
Give him a hand, fans. That was the
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Now here's Plumlee. Westbrook kicks to George. Leonard on the wing. Edwards defending. And it's Kawhi Leonard with the three.
That time he kept it himself. Leonard playing a chess game on the pick and roll.
Right side Towns. Covington with the steal. Leonard the pass to Covington. There's the three. Out to the right wing. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 7. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. The 3 from Leonard. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Inside, Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Shot from 12. And that one goes long.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
Edwards inside, defended by George. And yes, it's good. Edwards got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Outside Leonard. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Noel. Prince in the corner. Noel passes to Reed. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats a Zubac.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Zubac the pass to Highland. And they get it. That one doesn't drop. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Driving to the basket. A nice shot by Rivers.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Morris outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the time out, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Come get it. Here's Highland. Connects from three-point range. Highland's got himself on the board with 3 there. We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play, and the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
they just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Morris with a screen on Prince. Here's Powell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Powell's got his first bucket in this one.
We see this every night from Norman Powell, putting on his hard hat and going to work.
Here's Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. 35 seconds left now here in the second. Highland misses. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Minnesota leading by 19 points. Edwards inside. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Highland passes to Mann. And the three ball is good. Mann's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
All right, David, thank you. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Rudy Gobert with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. Highland misses.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
To the paint. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Mann. Fires, high post, and again the Clippers good for 2. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Now here is Conley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Towns. Gobert with a wide open look. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
The jumper is becoming part of his game. Rudy Gobert has added this element to his offense.
Right now, I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. It goes all day long. David, thank you.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Westbrook kicks to George for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Conley's shot is off. Clippers trail by 21. Stolen by Michael Conley. Pass to Gobert. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Westbrook passes to Covington. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Towns throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. For 3, Covington. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Edwards, that's good.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Outside, George to the middle. Kicks it out to Leonard. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Edwards got 7 points for the quarter.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
George passes to Leonard. 1:10 left in the third. Kicks it to Plumlee. 6 to shoot. Westbrook with a wide open look. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Outside, Towns. Outside, Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Westbrook finds George. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
Outside, Towns. Gobert trying to get open. Towns, no luck. The Clippers shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Leonard, the pass to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Nice feed, Leonard with good timing, good ball placement.
Conley with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
George. And then George with the jam.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Anthony Edwards has been. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Basket good.
He thrives in that painted area. Westbrook has a lot of moves and different ways he can hurt you inside.
Covington with the steal. It's deflected. Stolen by Reed. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Noel. Knocks down the 3 ball.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
The 3 from George. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from 3-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Rivers dishes to Anderson. Prince outside. A 3 ball. Good on the 3-point shot. Prince has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Covington kicks to Westbrook. Covington a screen on Rivers. Back to Covington. He's looking for Leonard and finds him, and he lays it straight in.
What strength from the seasoned veteran. Leonard loves going at defenders and scoring on them.
Rivers passes to Anderson. Back to Rivers. This one for three. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And finished off by Leonard.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Passes it to Noel. The three, out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Misread each other on the pass, tried to recover, but too late.
LA's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook kicks to Covington. There's the triple. Stolen by Rivers. It's tipped. Reed with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Leonard, that's for 2. The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Paul George. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 1:54 left in the game. Westbrook passes to Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Takes the 3. From downtown. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Here is Conley. To the inside. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
This could be a big night for Rudy. He's showing great focus on the offensive end so far.
The 3 from George. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rudy Gobert.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Westbrook kicks to George. The 3. Here's Covington. George passes to Westbrook. Clock at 2, 18 feet out. And McDaniels with the block. Conley with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Drills it from outside.
For Robert Covington, that 3-ball from the corner pocket is money.
Edwards from deep 3-point territory. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Westbrook. George against Towns. Kicks it out to Covington. A 3 from Leonard. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. To come in. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
I smack clowns with mad style.
We're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Grant.
Hey, BA, get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Edwards can't hit.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Crafty move. Good. And the setup by Morant. Jackson's got 5 now.
Inside Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Outside Morant. Now Adams. Adams a screen. And here's Morant outside. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Now here's Morant. Jackson, the pass to Morant. The 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. And Edwards slams it in.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. But with Memphis' 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. And they double up Edwards. Adams against Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Bane. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul. Conley finds McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Back to Daniels. Outside Conley. Now Towns. Knocks down the triple.
The versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's Morant. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
A tough cover in there. Jackson Jr. can post you, he can face you up, he can finish with either hand.
And so Jackson nails both of them. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards.
Oh my gracious!
Wow, just incredible!
That is a monster finish.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
From deep, Morant. Offensive rebound, Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Morant against McDaniels. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. Good D by Gobert. Here's Edwards. Soft touch off the glass. Edwards has got 10.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Bane. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Adams with a screen on Edwards. From deep, Bane. Rebound, Minnesota. Fast break, Minnesota. Edwards with it, guarded by Morant. Here's McDaniels. Here's Towns. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Stolen by Conley. The 15-footer. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
McDaniels against Brooks. Conley passes to Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Ja Morant picks one up. First one falls.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far. Morant with it. Jackson the screen. Outside Bane. It'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Anthony Edwards has been on display. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. Minnesota in the lead. On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Tips it. Here's Gobert. Goes up again. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Morant with it. He's picked up by Conley. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Right side Conley. To the inside. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Here's Morant. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
The shot by Conley, no good. Memphis trailing here. Right side Morant. He can't get it to go. McDaniels with some nice D. Edwards for 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. And he gets that one. Towns has gotten 4 this quarter.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass, recapturing possession so we can take it right back up.
Pass to Morant. Looking to get it going. And then Morant with the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Gobert, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Picked by Gobert. Shot clock at 6. And there it is for him. Edwards has got 14 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Brooks. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Jackson, the pass to Brooks. Outside for Morant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, there's so much worldwide talent in basketball right now. Teams have have scouts in every corner of the globe, RJ.
Yeah, you have so much talent around this league, and you only have to go back a few years when you had every single postseason award was won by an international player. You had Pascal Siakam, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, and Luka Doncic when you talk about Rookie of the Year. So it was so much talent overseas, and it's all starting to come to the best league in the world.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game. And the layup is good. 11 points in the game.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Anderson with a screen on Morant. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on Anderson. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
That one's off.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. Here's Rivers. Pass to Prince. Over to the left wing. Back to Rivers. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. Here's Prince. A 3 off the inbound. And stolen by Bane. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Here's Jackson. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Here's Noel, guarded by Bane. Anderson can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant with the bucket.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
And Minnesota calls time here. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Gobert with a screen on Morant. For 3, Conley. Second chance effort. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
And so Gobert nails both of them. There's 14 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. Now here's Conley.
Come to me, come to me.
And there's the lob. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
And we're through the first half of play here in...
With the score, the Grizzlies 25, the Timberwolves 28.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Minnesota in the lead. Conley passes to Edwards with the drive.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. The 3 from Bane. On the wing, Bane. Outside Morant. Jackson the screen. And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 15.
It's been all about Ja tonight. He can score in so many different ways.
McDaniels, that's good.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Back to Bain. The three is up. Shot clock at 5. Brooks, the pass to Bain. And Conley grabs the miss.
Okay, that's how you stop a dunk. The defender brings the interference in a big way.
Towns can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. The three on target from range. He's got 12.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Edwards. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And here's Morant. 15 points in the game. Pass to Brooks. And here's Adams, defended by Gobert. There's Jackson with the three. They grab their own miss. Outside Morant. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Bain against Edwards. Towns for 3. Hits the trifecta. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Morant. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Conley finds Edwards. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Sends it home from three-point land.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Timeout call, Memphis. .152 left in the third quarter. Outside Morant to the paint. Here's Adams. Oh, and Reed with a block. They get it back. There's Jackson with the three. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Pass to Anderson. To the left wing. Here's Reed. That one's wide left.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a second foul of the game. And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Here's Rivers. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Reed can't hit.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Left side, Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Anderson.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Both good from the line that time. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Picked by Prince. Here's Noel. Shot from the low post is good. Noel's got his first points of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Adams, shot's good.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Anderson with a screen on Morant. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I like what I saw on both ends that time. Hustling on defense to create some offense.
Here's Rivers. Pounded by Morant. Pass to Reed. Tries again. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 9. And it's Morant off the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The speed and athleticism of Morant is a tough combination to guard, which is why he gets fouled.
It's both from the stripe. So it's Minnesota now. From deep. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Minnesota closing. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game,
the previous play is
this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Morant.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots. Now, that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time now.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And both free throws good for Edwards. A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. Jackson outside. From the arc. The offensive rebound. Outside Bain. Fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The kick out to Edwards. Wide open. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Brooks outside. Three-pointer. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Edwards finds Towns. Outside Conley. Towns on a screen. Goes back up. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
From deep, Bane drills it from deep. Bane's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Conley against Morant. Conley passes to Towns. And Morant clears the board. Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Back to Adams. Pass to Morant. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
McDaniels against Morant. Clock at 4. Second chance shot.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length, making himself into a wall.
Pass to Towns. And another 3 from Minnesota.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Edwards against Bane, and they double up Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Stolen by Conley.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Timberwolves.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 17-7 run. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the middle. And it's powered home by Towns.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Pure from three-point range.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Outside Morant from deep three-point range. Off target with the shot. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbed. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
I smack clowns with mad style.
This game features two tremendous passing teams, and of course, should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And they pick up two.
Nice poise from Morant, assessing the situation and then the ability to come through under pressure.
Now here's Westbrook. Covington a screen on Morant. It's Westbrook with the drive. George double teamed outside Leonard. Three-pointer, 4 on the shot clock. The rebound by Steven Adams. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Now here is George. Covington wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Right now, Robert Covington in the catch and shoot has so much confidence.
Morant outside. Fires the three. And the Grizzlies get it back. Adams finds Jackson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Covington. Kicks it out to Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Back to Covington. Passes it to Plumlee. And Adams sends it back.
Well, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Jackson misses. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Leonard kicks to Plumlee. Here's George. He takes it in, and it's George finishing it off.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime. Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Kept alive. Here's Adams. Out to Morant. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. George passes to Leonard. Outside Covington. George with the ball. Now defended by Bain. And he gets it to go.
Since Covington has arrived in the league, he has come such a long way in his overall game. Great interior work there.
Now here's Jackson. Out to Brooks. Westbrook with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And a wide open look for Payne. And another miss by Memphis. Los Angeles leading by 3. Leonard draws the double. Plumlee dishes to Leonard. It's Covington on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Shot clock at 6. Here's George. And there's the drive. And Adams sends it back. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's what they want to see out of Jackson. Getting out on the break and just busting it up the court.
Leonard with no one around. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Morant. Off target at the rim.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And we reach the end.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Leonard. Following the basket by John Morant.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Leonard kicks to Covington. Outside for George. George double teamed. Plenty of space. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Clippers leading by 4. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Lets it go with a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 9 points.
Well, not only prolific from 3, but efficient from 3. Paul George, nicely done.
Outside Jackson. And here's Morant. 8 points for him. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The Grizzlies shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. How? And he banks in the layup. And now a 9-point Clipper lead.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
Bain passes to Adams. The feed to Morant. Here's Highland. Inside. Here's Zubats. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Zubats has got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles. Morant scanning the floor. Here's Adams. No good, unable to end this run. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Jacks up a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II, these are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
And there's the pass to Highland. And here's Morris for three. The shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. It's Morant with the drop.
And relentless in his attack. Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Here's Highland, guarded by Jackson. And here's Morris for three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Morant. Jackson trying to break free. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Morant. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Highland. The pass to Morris. Shoots over Morant. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline.
The previous play is under review.
Perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
So we just got word from the NBA replay center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
There's the drive. Memphis shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clippers leading by 6. Out to the right wing. Morris with a screen on Bain. Man can't hit. Now the Grizzlies with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Lance shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Both free throws good from Morant. Here's Powell. To the wing on the left. The tray. Here's Zubac. And the rejection by Jackson. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach out.
The Grizzlies, 22. The Clippers, 26.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's man in at the shooting guard. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Here's Highland. Pass to man. Morris a screen. Man gets the bucket. Man's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up.
got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And the basket by Jackson.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
A three from Morris. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 3, picked away. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
And that one's good, Morant. Morant's got 22 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Westbrook. No points in the game yet for him. Going inside. And the rejection by Jackson. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Plumlee. And here's Leonard from 3. Good on the triple. Leonard's got 6 points.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Here's George. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. In the corner, George with it. Covington setting the pick for George. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant outside. Jackson dishes to Morant. And Covington sends it back.
This guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
LA has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Leonard attacking. Westbrook with a wide open look. Sinks the 3-pointer. Westbrook's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. 1:21 left in the third quarter of the game. Morant passes to Jackson. Covington knocks it loose, and they get it back.
Guys, you know you can count on Kawhi every single night to impact the game with his defense. If you're the guy he's guarding, you're shaking your head thinking, oh, boy, this is going to be hard. Now the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display, the vertical out of this world.
Here's Bane after the Clippers pick up 2. The 3-pointer is right on target. Bane's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from 3-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now Morant. Paul George missing from long range.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with it.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. Both free throws good from Morant.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Leonard kicks to Westbrook. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Plumlee with a screen on Brooks. Leonard the pass to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. And it's Leonard missing. Morant outside. Right side Jackson. Over George. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, that's the wingspan of Paul George. He is...
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And there it is for him.
Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. And Morant throws it down.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Now here is George beyond the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Jackson gets the bucket.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide-open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here he goes, and finished off by Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Now here's Leonard. The shot by George, wide open. No good from outside. Morant against Leonard. Morant outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Morant against Westbrook. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, George.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
Now Morant. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. And he drives in, and he goes right over Mason. Clubland slams it down.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Covington kicks to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. For 3, Covington. And they'll get another chance. And here's George for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Morant outside. Memphis needs to get off the shot here. And Adams with the slam.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Westbrook surveying the D. He kicks to Covington. Leonard draws the double. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Morant. From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. So no problem for Memphis as they get the... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Smack clowns with mad style.